All right guys, October still. We are working on quick and easy meals. I just got home from the office. Psych, I work in a restaurant. I'm in a t-shirt and a hoodie all the time, but for you guys, I gotta make believe that I just got home from the office and I need to make dinner very quick and very easy for my kids and myself. And once again, we're doing meatless dinners. Listen guys, I'm a carnivore like everybody else, but sometimes in my older age, I need to eat more plant-based foods. So that's what this dish is based on, and some of my Filipino heritage. Adobo is cooking anything in vinegar and soy sauce and bay leaves, and that's what we're doing today. So we are gonna take our bird's eye quick oven roasters. This is cauliflower and broccoli, and we're gonna make that into an adobo. So we'll start with the sauce. We're gonna start with a little bit of oil in a pan. This pan has been preheated to medium heat. This is gonna be a very quick and fast dish. So we're gonna go in with a touch of butter. So I said it was meatless, but we still need to get some flavor in here, so we're adding a little bit of whole butter into this. Then to the butter, we're gonna add some julienned white onion and a lot of garlic. 1 bay leaf and about 20 turns on this pepper mill. 25. So we want to get this nice and golden brown. We want to build a little bit of caramelization in this. You know, a lot of times I don't ask for that, but in this dish specifically, so that you're building a depth of flavor, especially because it's just vegetables. You want to get some caramelization in the garlic and on the onions. So, you know, like a lot of times people say simplicity is the hardest thing to do. Agreed, right? There's no hiding behind things. And especially with something like this, with this dish where there's maybe 8 ingredients total. Taking your time to get a nice caramelization or to get some color on the onions and garlic are gonna take this to the next level with this dish. You know, sure. So oftentimes people say that simplicity is the hardest thing, is the hardest way to cook because there's no hiding behind any bells and whistles or gizmos or any, you know, crazy products. With this dish, it holds true. You know, you want to take your time and make sure that the onions and garlic in this dish are well cooked, because otherwise it's gonna feel like a little flat, right? It's not gonna feel like a whole dish. But when you caramelize this, it's gonna give this a depth of flavor that feels like a whole dish. So we have the heat on high. To this, we're gonna add some water, some vinegar. We have rice wine vinegar here, some soy sauce, and that's it. So, you know, what we've done with the oven roasters are we follow the instructions on the bag, and we've popped these in a microwave and roasted them according to the instructions. And I'll tell you, they come out really, really nice. So nice that it can be your, you know, your main event, right? It can be with some rice or some steamed jasmine rice. It can be a complete meal. So now we're getting there. You're starting to see some really nice color on the onions and on the garlic. You're also smelling that butter starting to brown, and that's going to really help give this dish a lot of added flavor. So single layer of the onions and garlic, so it caramelizes nicely. We're gonna get our oven roasters open. I'm gonna let this go for probably another 30 seconds until it's really nice and golden brown. In goes the water, some rice wine vinegar, the hallmark of a real adobo, right? It's kind of almost that bracing acidity from the vinegar. That's why it pairs so well with rice. And then some soy sauce. We're gonna get this going and bring this down, probably reduce this down by a quarter to really let the flavor of the onions and the flavor of the garlic really infuse with that soy and that vinegar and that water. So this is basically an adobo. You could put chicken, pork, you could put a piece of fish in here, and now you have your classic Filipino adobo. We are using vegetables, which I think is a fun twist. You know, when I cook vegetables, I like treating them as if they were a protein. So I make chicken adobo at home with my family all the time. Why not cauliflower and broccoli adobo? Now we're going to take our vegetables, now that it's reduced, drop them into our sauce. And let all these flavors really marry together. Give this a quick taste. I think it could take a little bit more salt. And crazy enough, I know, more black pepper. Now, this is crazy enough, this dish is done. We're going to take our plate. We have some steamed white rice here. I'm gonna get this into the bowl. I'm gonna garnish this with, I love arugula, and I love when arugula like gets a little wilty. So we're gonna take some of this arugula out of the box, drop it down. Some of it wilty, some of it on top. We're gonna put on top to keep it nice and bright. And then with this dish, grab all your vegetables. You'll see your sauce is reduced down just a little bit. You know, one of my favorite things of this dish is the onions. Like, they get nice and sweet, but they're still, you know, tart from the vinegar. Nice and salty from the soy sauce. And I like to spoon the sauce right over this arugula so it kind of starts to wilt down a little bit. That's your dish, guys. Adobo, cauliflower and broccoli with our quick oven roasters and a little bit of arugula and steamed jasmine rice.